What's up, gang? I haven't done any educational content for X-Men Next Dimension in a while, and I've never covered throws. Let's talk throws. Why are throws good? And they are good. Throws are good because, number one, they cause hard knockdowns, meaning no wake-ups, no wake-up attacks, and no rolling. So they are forced to eat your mix-up or take your damage. Like, it doesn't matter what they do. They're going to get hit if you decide to hit them until they wake up. Number two, they do unscaled damage, and they do unscaled damage. So if you're doing a combo, that air combo, no matter what, will always do 3,200 damage. And then if we're talking Cyclops, like, you can also just do whatever you want afterwards. So that's awesome. There's a reason why Cyclops is very good in this game, and that is one of them. So hard knockdowns, unscaled damage, you can combo into them, and they're unbreakable. So this is fairly niche and newly discovered tech, but like that is unbreakable. So if you do have like a punish and you want to do something, that is an option. A cool thing, a way that I would use Cyclops's, his back throw is really good. So if you're at the wall and you know that you've got a punish opportunity or a whiff opportunity, whatever, right? And you know you can land your back throw, you do this into back throw, reset the situation, and then you get this bad boy. Right? You can do whatever you want after that. He's got an incredible back throw. Puts him right at his feet, and you can manhandle the fool, which is awesome. They also build meter based on the number of hits. So this move will do significantly less, will build more meter than just a single hitting throw like that. There are some very unique cases where throw meter build is broken, aka Mystique. We're going to show that off at some point, and Blob as well. We're going to show all that off. But this is a really cool thing. You get to build meter while throwing, and it kind of affects how you play specific characters at different points in the game. If you're looking to build a ton of meter with Mystique, you air throw early, because holy god, she builds meter. The last bit is that throws ignore damage scaling, or not damage scaling, excuse me. Throws ignore defense values. So Juggernaut, Sentinel, any of the characters tougher than Cyclops, so like your Dark Phoenixes, your Rogues, your Wolverines, your Sabretooths, everybody like that, they have a higher defense value, meaning your attacks do less damage. Those guys will always take 3,801 damage, which is awesome. There's a reason that you should throwing those characters if you have combos out of them, because they will always do that chunk. It's awesome, frankly. It's a really cool feature. Bug? I don't know. So you've seen what we can do with Cyclops. Long combos. You can combo out of air throws. Really cool stuff. Let's show off some other interesting cases. Specifically, let's start with Mystique. Why did I go up? I should have gone down. So Mystique I use in my speedrun because she builds her level 3 so damn fast. So let's turn off supers. And then let's set our boy Havoc to jump. So I think, what is this, down? Doesn't matter, I know how to get rid of all. Okay, so watch this. It takes roughly 8 hits to build a full bar of meter. A level 1. Yeah, you saw that, right? Look at how much she builds for a level 2. Okay, let's show off how much she gets for a level 3. A half a bar. That is crazy. That's crazy. So there are ways for her to touch of death off of back 334, which is a ground bounce. So like her CCR is really good, and you can build a full bar just like that and land and do this in like 8 seconds. They're dead. It's wild, and that's purely because her throw builds a fudge ton of meter and puts you in a situation to use the level 3. It's a very cool thing. You can also do, let's see, like, I think think you can get like your mileage may vary on character, but she can land a level 2 on like Sentinel and some of the bigger characters. She can get that for free off of back throw and forward throw, which is really neat. So there's some character specific throw tech there as well. Character matchups knowledge that's really good to have. Next, let's go check out like the other bugged. I want to show this off. So you get it based on number of hits, and for whatever reason, she gets so much meter for those 2 boom boom on the ground. Blob has the strongest throw in the game at 4,500 damage. I guess we could call it, yeah. But it builds no meter. I don't know why. I just know it doesn't. That would be wild if he built like 7 hits of meter as well as doing the most in the game. So that's just another thing. I feel like that was an oversight as opposed to a intentional decision. But we also have stuff like Sabretooth. So Sabretooth has his air throw has an extension. Sabretooth has some really interesting stuff. So Sabretooth, you can do up down 1. Almost build a full meter off of just the throw itself. I don't think this is tough enough for me to pull off with my hands the way they are. But if you hold up and hit R1, you actually get an infinite. I don't think I can do it. But I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can activate it. So up, down 1. We hold up. I'm not going to be able to land it. I have a video on his infinite. Now, he also has a very cool, so this low is not slow, but it's kind of slow. But it leads into his chain grab, which is very cool. You cannot escape that. It is normally breakable. But because of the amount of hits done and how this game works with throws, that is free. So you get this like really fun King-esque throw here, which I can never really seem to get the full extension. I did that first time. We're going to count that as the... There we go. That's possible off of back 1 because of weird, unique, strange oversights. It's really cool. Now, what are some other things that we can talk about? So there are some. Let's change the opponent to Sentinel Alpha. He's the biggest boy, and I want to show off a few things that you can do with throws that you can't do. That like it's really cool matchup knowledge. So we're gonna change ourselves to Rogue. It would be kind of fun to do a tier list for throws, just because some throws are so good. But like normally, options, our meter is going to go to max. Normally Rogue can only get something like up forward. She can get her dive kick. She can get her dive kick because again the hard knockdown makes it so she gets a little time to do something. She can on smaller enemies she can only do something like that or down forward 2 like this. Or down forward 4, excuse me, but on Sentinel, she can just run up and do her brown sugar because his hitbox is massive. I don't know why I keep jumping there. This is the problem with me and my fingers and my hand being so messed up. I'm going to show this off just because it's so neat. Like, he's just so big that she can just run up into his body and pick him up off the ground. That's just cool. That's cool. There are other things. Change map to the Morlock tunnels. So a lot of you have seen this particular glitch, but Rogue has a glitch here. If you want to watch my glitch video, the top 10 X-Men Next Dimension glitches, this is on there. It makes no sense and it's super awesome. But it's just one of the strange things with throws. There's a bunch of glitched throws. Bishop, his back throw, if you land a standing 4, his kick, you will stun lock them. And they won't be able to do anything. They'll be trapped 5 feet in the air. They can't move. They can't do anything. That's it. That's you win the round. So, if we were to do this, and throw.
Doot. This is gonna hurt.
Doot.
This is gonna
Doot.
hurt.
You can do this forever. There's nothing the opponent can do. For whatever reason, it causes a slow fall, and it's super freaking cool. Other characters that like, I think I want to show off the fact that this hard knockdown thing, like all of these strange, you know, all of these unique setups and features are really what gives this game a ton of spice, in my opinion. Like the fact that like, you know, Wolverine gets this for free, like he just gets to do this off of throws, turning something that is, you know, typically like not that great. Like that's not where, you know, Wolverine wants anybody. But because of this hard knockdown, he either gets, you know, he gets his level 3, he gets his level 2, he can do whatever he wants to the opponent. The opponent can't do anything. And he gives him a lot of reasons to throw, which makes, you know, which puts the opponent in, it makes them think, right? It gives you another bit of mental stack, another bit of, it adds another stack to the mental, what am I trying to say? It adds another level to your mental stack. It is forward, yeah, my fingers are not on it, gang. Ever since I've stopped doing my thumbs on the keys, it wants me to do, it's harder to do stuff. Don't get old, gang. Respect your hands. We're doing it. I don't care. Oh! I just wanted to run into level 3. I'm gonna run, stop, and then neutral. Why can I not do this? You guys. Okay, that's it. There we go. Picked them up because it's an OTG. There's a lot of cool things about throws in this game. A lot of times they're breakable, but there's so many unique situations that allow you to abuse throws that, you know, otherwise, that is not the move we were looking for, that you otherwise wouldn't be able to combo out of. Specific streams, you know, gain a lot of value because it turns out like, oh, you can combo into, your throw for insane damage. And this is just more cool shit in this game. It's just cool. So, why are throws good? They lead to hard knockdowns, which means you just get to beat on your opponent. Oh, except in GameCube. GameCube, that's not a thing. Hard knockdowns are weirder in that game. You only get one hit when the opponent is on the ground. 2, they do unscaled damage. Again, not in GameCube because GameCube is weird and throws scale. 3, they build you meter. 4, they can be comboed into. And 5, they ignore damage values. They ignore, defense values. So throws are really good in this game, and you should use them. That's it. As always, thank you to my members, to Mocha357, to Avler, to Joseph Gibbs. You guys are awesome. To anyone who'd like to support the channel monetarily, cool, do it. If not, that's also super cool. Enjoy all the free stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to get back to doing more stuff. My hand always causing me issues, but this game is sick. It deserves to be talked about, talked about, and hopefully I can get back to, I'd love to stream the full character tier list. I think maybe that's next on the docket. We'll see. But anyway, gang, it's nice talking to you. We'll see you soon. Later.